I'm going to give a little talk here about the 9, 11, and 13 tones that get added to chords. Now, what are those all about? Everyone knows what a 7th chord is. Everybody knows what a triad is. Well, the 9, 11, and 13 get added on top of the 7th chords. Now, I'm going to try to give you a little explanation with no theory. I'm just going to try to give you a nice concept. You have some idea to go from what are these tones, 9, 11, and 13? Where do they originate? So I hope I can explain to you and give you some starting point to understand where they do come from. Every chord has a scale that goes with it, and we find our 9, 11, and 13 for each chord by looking beyond where the scale ends. Let me see if I can explain to you what I mean. Let's say we have an E chord. We need to play an E scale that goes with that chord. The easiest way to see and understand a scale is to go straight up the guitar on one string. Now we assign numbers to each one of these scale tones. Number 8 is where the scale ends, at the octave. It's the same as the first note, and here's the octave. That's where the scale ends. So we want to find our 9, 11, and 13 by continuing up beyond the scale. 9, 11, and 13. Oops, I run out of frets. But if I had more frets, this is where 13 would be. So this is a simple explanation for where 9, 11, and 13 come from. Now there's one thing to know, and that's that if you want to play these 9, 11, and 13 notes, you have to include a 7 with the chord. If you don't include the 7, then these won't sound right. So we find ways to make our chords in different shapes that incorporate the 9, 11, and 13 in a way that they sound good. Something else to know is that when you look at music, you'll often see a little sharp or a flat sign before one of these notes, 9, 11, and 13. And what that means is, let's say we have a 9, and it says flat 9, that means you're going to go down to the nearest fret you can come to, and that's flat 9. And the other way, if we have sharp 9, it means you go up to the nearest fret you can go to. And the same applies to 11 and 13. So we call the 9, 11, and 13 color tones. They're these extra tones that give color to the 7th chords. We add them on top of the 7th chords. If you'd like to know more about this topic, I've got another short informational on YouTube where I'm sitting at the piano explaining things, and it's a little easier to see on the piano. You can just put into your search engine my name and jazz color tones. It'll appear on the screen here in just a moment.